America.
Good morning, YouTube. Hey guys, I want to talk to you real quick, just kind of give you a 1 week update on my post-surgery. Well, again, this is more for people who are going to be watching this in the future that possibly are having the same surgery. Also, I want to obviously update my subscribers. I appreciate you guys. Y'all been kind with your messages. But let me just say, first of all, doing great, moving around fine. I can, even in the brace, I can move my head a little bit. Everything's fine. Today I have zero pain. Well, let me rephrase that. In my neck I have zero pain. The hand looking a lot better. Let me see if I can get up close. Looking a lot better, but I get those little sharp pains in there periodically, just the healing pains, and well, it's not doing bad. So kind of recap everything. Swallowing, that was a big issue that everybody has when they get out of surgery, and loss of voice. My voice was pretty gruff. I went back and watched some of my my first videos, and I was pretty much drugged up. That was just what, an hour, 2 hours after surgery, I think it was. But the swallowing aspect of it really did not affect me that much. I did have a lingering kind of sore throat, not a bad one, just a sore throat for about 3 days. I think the third, maybe it was the fourth day, it went away. Third day I was starting to feel a lot of tension in my shoulders, and that's more from just, I guess, being moved around. So it was right up in here on both sides, and then when I'd swallow, I'd feel just those muscles right there that you know when you flex, I guess you can say, and you swallow. So that was one of the issues I had. But overall, it was not a bad thing. I was able to eat, if you remember the video, I was able to eat croutons the very first night, my first real meal. I don't even know what I had the first meal. I was so drugged up. I remember the Jello, and there was something underneath that plate, but I have no idea what it was. I don't even remember if I ate it. I was pretty much drugged up out of that, just with the stuff that they give you during surgery. Really, on pain pills, I did not have any pain pills. I had Tylenol 3 and Flexeril for a muscle relaxer. That was it. So, you know, swallowing aspect, very easy, not a big problem. Didn't last long. I bought food, a bunch of Campbell's soup, bought a bunch of stuff to make protein shakes, stuff like that, because I figured it was going to be hard to swallow, and honestly it wasn't. I ate one thing of soup, and yeah, the hardest thing was having to eat in this thing. Invest in spoons, or not spoons, straws, but with a little flex tip. For me, I usually wound up taking this. I got pretty good at not moving my neck, so I felt I could take this off and eat. Felt comfortable doing that, so I was able to, you know, use a spoon and kind of bring it up. But when you have this thing right in front of you here, it tends to, your spoon comes up and hits this and spills all over you. So I just started taking this thing off. Make it easy. Next thing, walking. So as I talked about earlier in the video, walking is a key thing. I can walk, I can run right now. I don't really want to, but I do need to watch, you know, what I do and the balancing, everything else. So I'm not going to run, but I've been walking every day except today. It's been raining pretty much the whole day, so I'm staying away from the walking today. So I don't want to get caught out in the rain. But I've been walking out in the yard, been kind of doing stuff to kind of stay active. The main reason for that is you don't want to get blood clots. Simple fact. The walking keeps your circulation going, and just, I mean, it really helps you in that way. So as soon as you can walk, they walked me. I want to say I was out of like in my room. I want to say within an hour and a half to 2 hours, I started walking. So and then I didn't stop. Sleep, big thing. Sleep is going to be probably the hardest thing you have to deal with. It is tough. So I'm in a recliner right now. Last night I got my first good night's sleep, like almost full night. I probably got 5 to 6 hours. Went to bed at, actually I got more than that. Went to bed at 10:30. In my recliner, I wound up putting a big old fluffy pillow back here, and I was able to sink into it. It just kind of pushed up on me. So I was able to sleep that way for about 2 hours. Woke up at 12, stayed around till 1, got up at 6 or 6:30. So now I will say I did take an Ambien to make that happen, but it was, I mean, I'll tell you, it was well worth it because it was a great night's sleep. Tonight I'm probably gonna stay out here one more night. Then I have this pillow coming, should be here tomorrow, and I'll sleep in the bed. Now today I took a nap on accident. I laid down on my bed, trying on the side, stuffed some pillows over here just to try to see if it'd be comfortable, and next thing I know, my wife woke me up, so I'd slept for about 30 minutes. So it is possible to sleep. It's going to take you a while. Those drugs are going to be in you. They're kind of, those steroids kind of wire you up, and they told me that it was going to happen. So anyway, it wasn't a bad thing. The other thing, shower chair. So if you're preparing to have this surgery, now when I say the surgery, I'm talking this and this, because that's two different issues for me. Obviously it's two different issues for most people, but one thing I could not do was I was scared to get my shower and, you know, have soap and stuff on this hand and slip and only have one hand to brace on, because my shower is pretty large. So I had a shower chair in my storage facility that I use from a nonprofit. Went ahead and brought that home and made it very nice and easy the first day, because for the first couple days when I showered, I'm sorry, those birds are going crazy out here, but first couple days I showered, I was not able to get any of this wet. So I put one of those handheld showers, you know, that you can just kind of direct in there. I put one of those on before I had my surgery, sat in that shower chair, made life a lot easier. Now this morning I took it out because, as I said, my hand really does not hurt that much anymore. I can get it wet. I mean, I've got full flexibility. I've been typing on the keyboard. I mean, I can do that. You know, when I got it, left the hospital, I couldn't even touch those two. Now I can, you know, I got some really good flexibility in this, and if I have to, I can brace myself on a wall, what have you. But the thing is, I was worried about tripping. So a couple of things, you know, just a couple of things to be looking out for if you're fixing to have this surgery and you haven't watched the first few. Overall, guys, I feel good. I mean, I can move all around. I don't have any problems with it. I've been wearing this brace more, and so what you'll have, I'm going to show you this real quick. What you're going to have is, let me click the little thing, there we go, make sure I don't lose my deal. But so this is my brace, how easy it is. So this is, if you can see the scar, it's got those steri strips. I'm not supposed to pull them off. I just leave them on. When they fall off, they fall off. I'll go ahead and put my brace back on. But actually, they'll show you this. I mean, I can move around, especially up and down. There's no problem at all. So get the brace back on. But as soon as those steri strips are kind of fall off on their own, then I'm golden. At that point, I can definitely like submerge it. Right now, I can just have water running down my neck or on my hand. I'm not supposed to submerge them. I get them out. Today is the 8th, so I get them out on the 14th. Happy Valentine's Day to me, or my wife rather. She takes me to get those stitches out of there. But all in all, guys, it's really easy. Y'all saw my video. I was scared to death. I mean, literally scared to death. And well, I really had no reason to be. It was all built up in my mind. I thought it was just going to be a terrible experience, and overall, it really wasn't. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Overall, it really wasn't. Once I got to the hospital, they put the IV in. They gave me something to calm me down. I remember all of that. A couple things I don't remember is I had my hat on, and everyone's laughing at me because I had every picture I have my hat on, but I'm sure I didn't wear it in surgery. I don't remember ever taking that thing off. I don't ever remember it being put back on, but I remember them giving me the, I think it said Versed was what they gave me, and then they rolled me off, and I was just like, yeah, let's go. I remember getting in the operating room. This is the first surgery I've ever had where I remember getting in the operating room, and they moved me from the bed I was in to the operating table, and I was just over there helping them, you know, doing everything. I don't remember anything else. Next thing I remember, I was in my room. I don't remember being wheeled out to the room. I'm assuming I was in recovery first, and then they took me to the room, but I don't remember any of that. Kind of strange. I forgot what that drug is. It starts with a P, but they give you that as well. That really helps you forget things, and I guess it worked well. That's a good question. I need to ask my wife about all that. Huh. Anyway, kind of curious. I never thought about that just now. So anyway, week 1, doing good. The biggest thing I'm fighting right now, obviously, is sleep, and probably the second thing is boredom. I've watched so many movies. We had a tree fall back here. My neighbor was real nice, came by today and cut it up, hauled it off, and all I could do was watch them. Kind of sad, but oh goodness, overall it's been a good experience. Only have 36 more days, 35 more days, there we go, 35 days till I get to be evaluated to get all this off. I'm doing on the 14th. I get the sutures out on both things, and I'm sure they're going to do an x-ray, kind of see how it looks. Hopefully I'll be able to take a nice x-ray picture on there, but yeah, it's I'm eager to get past this stuff so I can get out on the lake and start fishing. I've got some ideas on how to do that sooner than expected, but we'll find out. So anyway, guys, hey, I appreciate y'all watching. Once again, as always, if you have questions, comments, please leave them down there in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer them. I try and answer everything on every video that I do, and just, guys, it's a scary thing. I'm on a Facebook page for the ACDF surgery, and I see a lot of people, man, I've got it next week, and I was one of those too. I had it the week before, scared to watch videos, but I watched them. Some videos scared the poo out of me, and some really encouraged me, and that's really what I'm trying to do. I'm not gonna lie to you, but at the same time, I don't have anything bad to say about any of this. Like I said, sleeping, sitting around, this is actually getting kind of comfortable. So well, I don't want to say comfortable, but I'm getting used to it, and I'm ready to get out of it, but I'm okay being in it. I've worn this pretty much all day. I've gotten away from the ice pack brace for the simple fact that I don't want to put a something on this. I want it to dry, you know, let that scab heal and not have moisture and worry about getting bacteria or possibly an infection. So I'm just leaving this brace on most of the time. I take it off to eat, just so I can kind of bend down. It's you know, it's hard to open your mouth. Your head just winds up moving when you do that, so I just take it off, sit there, make sure I don't move back and forth very much, and eat. So that's about it, guys. I appreciate y'all watching. Thanks so much for the prayers that everyone has given to me and shouted out and texted me and everything else. Let's see what happens day 14, which, you know, I'll probably do a, let me think, you know, this is day 7, so day 14. Yeah, right around the suture time. So probably what I'll do is just go ahead and do one around the time I do the suture, so that way I'll have some information for the doctor and kind of give you a little more. So anyway, that's it, guys. Y'all stay tuned. Keep in mind, I'll be doing these, putting these out on usually Wednesdays for these events here, and then the fishing show still comes on every Friday. So I've got the next 4 Fridays lined out with fishing shows already that were recorded before, and then hopefully I'll get a couple more before in the next month, and so we can still get some more going. Anyway, y'all take care, have a great week, and we'll see you on the next show.